Hello friends and welcome to the Crypto Stacker channel. My name is Dean. If you're watching my videos for the first time, please know I only make them for entertainment, education, and for community building in the crypto space. So please do your own research before investing in this project or any project for that matter. Today is Terrarium Tuesday, and Terrarium is on fire here for the last 3 days leading up to that AMA, and it looks like we're still carrying some of that excitement after the AMA. The volumes have come down a little bit on the buying and selling, but the holder count continues to rise and the price is up, as you can see here, about 4.7% in the last 24 hours. So I'm going to give you guys a look at what's going on with the fundamentals, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what we can do as a community to help support the project. Before I do that, if any of you are near the area that was affected by today's school shooting in the United States, my deepest sympathies and condolences go out to anyone involved in the communities involved in that tragedy. Having kids that are in school still, I absolutely cannot imagine the heartbreak and the absolute horror that people would be experiencing in that situation. So our thoughts are with you, and we hope for healing and for comfort in this time. So. All right, friends, I'm going to jump into this. Let me give you a quick look at what's going on with fundamentals. Today is May the 24th. As you can see here, we've crested 9,300, currently 9,310 holders, an increase of 64 from yesterday. And look what's going on here, guys. We're looking at multiple days in a row of a growing project, okay? Hopefully a sign that we're starting to gain some traction. Now, I do know they've added some additional content creators. If your Pop, Austin, and Zach are truly on board with Terrarium, I know they've made some content here and there, but if those guys are going to start creating some regular content, the amount of share of voice that we have in getting the word out about Terrarium is about to expand dramatically. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that is the case. When I first started creating content, I started creating content for a project called Saitama. Many of you know all about Saitama. But when I started, I was really only the second person that was talking about it. Jake Gagan was talking about it, and I launched my channel based on Saitama. My channel was actually called the Saitama Stacker channel, and it started to grow very rapidly. And about 8 days in to me creating content, Zach Humphreys and Austin Hilton jumped on board. I actually have a video where I'm talking about it, and I'm almost a little bit distressed because I knew at that point it was over for me. So it actually went well, and I'm still growing the channel. And the more the merrier. The more voices we can get, the more community support we can get for this project, the faster it's going to grow. And so I'll give you, again, my thoughts on what we can do as a community to support the project and the growth. Currently ranked 321st of all crypto projects. That is based on this market cap and comparing it to CoinGecko's ranking system. 88,790,000 is the current market cap, up a couple million from yesterday, which is always good to see. Price currently sitting around 8018. The volume, 71,000 in the last 24 hours. Burn still sitting at 51.58 and 2.7 trillion tokens burned since yesterday. So I'm going to jump out here into the Twitter space, and we're going to just look at Milton's and his top tweet. Not his pinned tweet, but his top tweet is, "Let's do a Telegram AMA this week. Long time since we spoke to our holders." Okay. If you're not currently participating in Telegram, this is one of the things that you can do to get more involved in the community. It gives us a chance behind the scenes to talk with people in a space that's very dedicated just to Terrarium and the Terrarium project. So if you're unfamiliar, I'm just going to pull it up here. This is the Telegram platform. I've got it on my phone and I've got it on the computer. And I kind of check in with both. So a few minutes ago, I just asked if anybody wants a shout out for tonight's video, and I got a respondent. So shout out to everybody at the New Moon Pub in Crawley in the UK. Apparently there are 11 Terrarium holders that are customers in that pub. Sounds like a great time, you guys. I don't know what the pub life is like over there in Europe, but I would love to check out that scene, in spite of the fact that I'm not much of a drinker. But just something about the whole pub vibe sounds like a great time. So to all of you out there in the Moon Pub in Crawley, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for checking in with me there, Amar. And you guys got the shout out. GK 2022, there you go. You got your shout out too. Hey, I appreciate you guys following up, and everybody in the community. If you haven't done so yet, there are 9,300 people that are holders of Terrarium. There are 3,751 members in the Terrarium Telegram. So you can get a link directly from terrarium.com. That's almost, well, it's like an invitation to Terrarium's Telegram. So jump in, see what it's all about. Anybody who has questions, this is a good place to ask them, but make sure you don't take any financial advice from people who are not the moderators for the Telegram, because people will try to scam you even in Telegram, just like they do in Twitter Space. So jumping back over here really quick, the other thing that everybody can do if you want to support is just look at the leaders for the Terrarium community. Milton is the CEO. He has really ramped up his followers, 3,300 followers. So make sure you are following him. I'm already on board there. And then RD Price is the social media marketing guru for Terrarium. You want to follow him too. And then you can just simply go in and, find tweets that you think are interesting and then retweet them. I mean, it's about as simple as pressing a single button, like those posts. It helps to grow the share of voice that we have for Terrarium out there. All right, friends, I'm going to keep this one kind of short. I'm going to jump back into my spreadsheet, give you a quick look at my reflections. So today, again, May the 24th, my current bag, 5,757,000,000,000. I have received almost 83 million free Terrarium tokens in the last 24 hours as part of the Reflections program. If you're unfamiliar with this, go to terrarium.com and look at the tokenomics. Okay, there's a tax every time people buy and sell Terrarium, and 3% of that gets divided out among all of the holders in form of these reflections or reward tokens. Since I started tracking mine in February the 21st of this year, I have received 27 billion in tokens. And if I were to round this up to the newest price, I wish it was 18. Okay, my reflections are now worth about $50. So that's the reward we get for just hanging in there and being a holder of the project. Friends, I hope you're having an amazing day. Moon Pub folks, again, I hope you're having a great night. Don't overdo it. You got work in the morning. Check back with me soon, you guys. We'll watch our crypto stacks grow together.